Azure IoT Hub Device Provisioning Service (DPS). Azure IoT Hub Device Provisioning Service (DPS) is an auxiliary service designed to work with Azure IoT Hub, aimed at simplifying the lifecycle management of IoT devices at scale. Its primary function is to enable the secure and automated provisioning of IoT devices to your chosen IoT hub. DPS reduces the complexity involved in setting up a device for first use and re-provisioning scenarios. Let's see some of the essential facets you would commonly interact with while working with DPS. Shared access policies. Shared access policies in DPS grant permission for specific operations, and they define the rights that are granted to a security principal. The common permissions include service config, enrollment read, enrollment write, and registration status read. Purpose: to set granular permissions for controlling access to the DPS service. Usage: these can be configured in the Azure portal under the access control settings of your DPS instance. Linked IoT hubs. Linked IoT hubs are the target IoT hubs where your devices will be provisioned by the DPS. Purpose: to specify which IoT hubs should be used by the DPS for device provisioning. Usage: you define this association when you create a DPS instance or edit its settings. Certificates. DPS supports certificate-based attestation for stronger security. This provides robust identity assurance for devices and services that interact with DPS. Purpose: to enhance security through trusted certificate authorities. Usage: certificates can be uploaded and managed in the certificate section of your DPS instance in the Azure portal. Manage enrollments. Enrollment entries are the records used to define the initial configurations for devices. DPS offers two types: individual enrollments and group enrollments. Purpose: to define device initial configurations and criteria for automated provisioning. Usage: enrollments can be managed through the Manage Enrollments section in the Azure portal or through APIs. Manage allocation policy. The allocation policy defines how devices are distributed across the linked IoT hubs. The types of allocation policies include hashed, geo-latency, static, and custom. Purpose: to manage device distribution and load balancing across multiple IoT hubs. Usage: the allocation policy can be set when creating or editing a DPS instance. Types of provisioning. 1. Individual enrollment, ideal for devices that require unique initial configurations. Each device is explicitly provisioned with its unique credentials. 2. Group enrollment, useful for devices that share an initial configuration. Devices are enrolled as a part of a group, and all receive the same initial configuration. Core features. 1. Automated provisioning automates the process of registering IoT devices to your IoT hub instance, reducing manual configuration errors. 2. Device authentication supports multiple types of authentication like TPM, X.509, and symmetric keys for robust security. 3. Load balancing allows you to distribute device workloads evenly across multiple IoT hubs. 4. Re-provisioning provides support for dynamically changing the IoT hub a device is connected to, post-initial provisioning. 5. Device lifecycle management assists in scenarios like device replacement, retirement, and software updates. 6. Monitoring and metrics offers detailed telemetry and analytics on your device provisioning operations. 7. Scalability, designed to support a large number of devices, making it perfect for IoT solutions at scale. Purpose. The primary purpose of DPS is to streamline the complex process of provisioning IoT devices. IoT solutions can involve the management of thousands or even millions of devices. Manually configuring each device is impractical and prone to errors. DPS aims to automate this process, making it quicker, more efficient, and more secure. Usage. To make use of DPS, you typically go through these steps. 1. Create a DPS instance. This is the first step and is done via the Azure portal. 2. Link DPS to IoT Hub. This involves specifying the IoT Hub instances that you want your DPS service to work with. 3. Set up enrollment. Based on your needs, you can set up either individual or group enrollments. 4. Configure device. Devices need to be configured to initiate the provisioning process with DPS. 5. Monitor provisioning. DPS allows you to monitor the status of device provisioning through various metrics and logs. Summary: Azure IoT Hub Device Provisioning Service, DPS, an auxiliary service for automated, secure IoT device provisioning. Types: individual enrollment for unique configurations, group enrollment for shared configurations. Core features includes automated provisioning, device authentication, load balancing, re-provisioning, device lifecycle management, monitoring, and scalability. Purpose: to automate and secure the provisioning process for IoT devices, thereby enabling efficient device lifecycle management. Usage involves creating a DPS instance, linking it to IoT Hub, setting up enrollment types, configuring devices, and monitoring the provisioning process. Shared access policies define granular permissions for controlling access to DPS. Linked IoT hubs specify the target IoT hubs for device provisioning. Certificates enhance security through trusted certificate-based attestation. Manage enrollments, control initial configurations for devices via individual or group enrollments. Manage allocation policy, determine how devices are distributed across linked IoT hubs for optimal load balancing. Thanks for watching.